Yellow. Dmitry Bivol straight up schooled Canelo Alvarez, who was once pound for pound #1. How was that possible? What style could have Bivol used to have countered the great Canelo Alvarez? First, we must note Dimitri's intention versus Canelo's intention. Bivol was using boxing. He was touching with tight shots to score points versus Canelo, who was trying to land bombs, break bones, and cause concussions. It was a stylistic matchup which favored Dmitry Bivol, provided that he did not get caught. So then, how did Bivol handle Canelo's Mexican punches, aka haymakers, without getting crushed throughout the fight? What Canelo Alvarez does really well is apply pressure. He walks you down, keeps a dynamic high guard present before you, and tries to find his timing to counter with combinations. Bivol, he countered this with his footwork, which comes first in his stance. Note Dimitri's stance. Foot pointing to Canelo's foot, his lead foot slightly turned in, his back foot turned out, and his style heavily relies on pivot, rotational force to deliver his punches opposed to forward momentum. This allows him to do a few things. With this balanced stance, he can move and hit, step into angles, punch, pop, move as he hit, and turn Canelo to face him as Canelo resets his feet. Reset feet means you have to reestablish your base before you can punch again. And he can also move weight from his balanced stance to his lead leg, which allows him to retract backwards. For the most part though, his weight was very balanced and he would move backwards with this balanced stance. When you combine the two, using his reach advantage to touch Canelo, popping with shots, constantly turning him, which allows him to move backwards, never letting Canelo find his timing for his reach nor clean entry, which, when he wasn't reached as Bivol would guard incoming fire and turn back into space, he would time pivots and fork to find his safe range again. The end of his reach, which he used to pop and touch Canelo from a distance, it all just became a waiting game. He played a very tight game using a balanced stance to defend when Canelo found his range, pivot and reposition with footwork, and touch when he was safe to do so. Time and meticulous boxing when Bivol this fight. A crushing blow from Canelo could have changed the course of this fight, but it goes to show the level of scientist Bivol is when it comes to the boxing game. The best words for his style, meticulous and balanced. Constantly turning Canelo, calculated as he flowed with a game plan that stifled Canelo's often will-breaking pressure, soul-breaking pressure, stifled until time ran out and the points were cashed in. Bivol claimed all the chips for himself, playing a game that resembled a windy walk on a tightrope. The end. Bivol's victory. Peace.